What's up, peeps? Guess who you with? Big Daddy John. I got a lot to share with you guys today. These nuts! That's what we're gonna talk about. I just finished doing a certified facilitators class, and can you feel my energy? I'm on some new shit, y'all. I was sitting back because my sister was having a hard time this morning, and I wanted to do something special, and she was like in a lot of depression. I could feel the energy, and what I wanted to do, I didn't want to call up and say, oh, I'm sorry about that. What I want to do is welcome her to another world. I think that we're in the midst of possibility of creating something different. I'm not gonna dismiss the pain that people are in and the worry that they're in about what's going on on our planet right now. But what I want to do today, and I started doing this a while back, is focus on what possibilities are out there. I have a channel. If you go over, you can find a lot more of this on my YouTube channel, Being John Ashford. On my YouTube channel, I do a lot of cooking. I do a lot of projects on there, and I'm offering this today for free. I had a new idea. I was like, what would it be like to invite people into my kitchen? I bought some lights and have a way of connecting to people around the world around something that brings me so much joy. The tongue and the belly are connected. I've always had a pleasure of bringing joy to people through their belly. And actually, I'm pretty good at it. And today, well, let me tell you what happened, how this really came about, this recipe. About a month ago, a family in Idaho asked me to come out and do some energy work, some clearings and all. I was like, great, I'll do that. So I went out there, I flew there for a day. Lunchtime came up. I had to have something to eat. So I started working on this person's sister, and she started to cook an organic meal for me. And I could smell this amazing fragrance coming out of the kitchen. And I asked her what it was, and she told me it was pecans, spiced pecans that she was gonna put on the salad. And so when I had the salad with pecans, and she put some on a platter, extra nuts, and I was like, oh my God, it was orgasmic. I was like, my tongue did a dance, and I was like, oh my God, how can I do this? So she sent me the recipe, and I'm sharing that recipe with you because it brought me such joy. And I want to bring some joy into people's world today. I get it, it's rough times, but what can we choose? What can we create different in these 10 minutes or 10 seconds? So let's get to the recipe. What it takes is a 4th cup of organic maple syrup, some granulated garlic, chili powder. So it's a tablespoon of chili powder, tablespoon of cumin, and I did probably about a teaspoon of salt. I like Himalayan salt. I'm sorry, I lost it for a second. And cinnamon. And what I did is, after the first time, I was like, they were really nice. The recipe was delicious, but I wanted to kick it up a couple notches, like take it to the next level. So what I did is I take whole nutmeg, and I actually grate nutmeg on the pecans. And then what I do is I stir it. I stir it like this. Stir it like crazy. So where it's actually like covered, totally covered. And then I'm gonna put it on this cookie sheet with parchment paper. Parchment paper will allow the sugar not to stick, or the syrup not to stick. And what you wanna do is you wanna make sure you actually get the nuts completely spread out on the sheet, because if they're flat, they'll cook evenly. And you can see it's a bunch of syrup, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cook them for 20 minutes. And when you cook them for 20 minutes, I wanna get the extra syrup in there. Oh, the yumminess, the yumminess. Can you guys feel this? Can you smell it? You're gonna bake it in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Every 5 minutes, you're gonna stir the nuts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in the oven at 350 in the middle, on the middle rack. In 25 minutes, this is what you get. Voila! They're spiced nuts, and they're extremely crunchy. They make a perfect snack if you want to watch a movie during these times. Or my wife was telling me, Tori on the other side of the camera, she was saying, oh my God, imagine this. When it's safe, you go back out to Trader Joe's, you go down the aisle, you go down the vegetable aisle, and you come to the arugula, and the arugula says, hi, John, pick me up. You move down to the next aisle, and you go over to the goat cheese, the honey goat cheese, you know, and the white package is a little round. The goat cheese said, nah, take me home. You go and you pick up a couple of lemons. Oh, you have to go get the beets. So you remind me of the beets. So you got to go back over the vegetable department. So you come back over there, you get the vegetable. The beets like, help me, wash me, put olive oil on me, and bake me for about an hour and 15 minutes at 375. Let it cool. Take the skin off. Chop it up. These nuts, these spicy pecan nuts, the honey goat cheese, arugula, and the microgreens. So the lemon juice, olive oil, microgreens. Oh my God, orgasmic. Hence, conscious orgasmic cooking or orgasmic conscious cooking, however you want to get it. But when you get orgasmic with your food, you smile. I hope this brings you a little pleasure. If you have any questions, please go over, not questions, I have a lot of other recipes that I'm doing. But you have to go over to my YouTube channel at Being John Ashford. Go over there and there's a lot of recipes. I'm actually looking for guests to come on this, join my kitchen so we have conscious conversations. We can come up and create something special and bring a lot more joy and ease to planet Earth. I love you guys. Until next time, peace, deuces.